Unlike some who opposed the governor's plan, I was proud to stand with Governor Warner earlier this year to fight successfully for the extra $18.5 million in aid to our schools. I want to continue that fight next year and in the years to come. A third priority must be neighborhood revitalization. Take a look around this area. Randolph used to be a magnet for poverty, hopelessness, and crime. Now, just since my campaign announcement in June, 70 new houses for middle-income families are being built a couple of blocks south of here. We've turned the corner in places like Randolph, Carver, Blackwell, and Churchill. Good things are happening. We need to keep up the momentum by targeting resources to additional neighborhoods. Further, we can attack blight with a back-to-basics approach to weed abatement, pothole repair, and fixing drainage problems while cracking down on code violators. Commercial development is important too, and I want to expand the Enterprise Zone program that provides tax incentives for business expansion in places like Jefferson Davis Highway and Hull Street. I truly believe that if we focus our attention and resources on the priorities that I've identified, progress will continue and the vision that I have will in fact be realized. Finally, I want to mention my strong advocacy for Richmond as a tourist destination. Just like the renewed focus on our neighborhoods, I keep hearing from voters that they want to see a renewed focus on Richmond's historic sites as we prepare for the 400th anniversary of the landing at Jamestown. That is why last night I introduced legislation asking the governor for a moratorium on the demolition of public buildings and asked the Commission of Architectural Review to conduct an assessment on all buildings in the Central Business District to ensure that steps are taken to preserve the architectural and historic buildings. We have a great benefit of being a historic city, and I think that we need to use it to our advantage to attract tourists and also new residents. Richmond has a unique character that makes it a special place. We need to keep our city headed in the right direction while instituting necessary changes that will take us to the next level. I've presented to you with this vision in the hope that it will be a spark for debate and discussion during the final week of this campaign. Citizens of Richmond, I've heard you loud and clear during the course of this campaign. Please be assured that I will be responsive to your concerns. If you want radical change, instability, and an unclear and uncertain agenda, vote for someone else. I'm not your candidate. But if you want positive and responsible change, along with experience, vision, and a lasting commitment to our city, I ask for your vote next Tuesday, November 2nd. Thank you.
Ethics problems occur in the city over time. Why wait until 1 week before the election to announce the ethics?
Well, actually, if you think about it, we've had a number of issues that have occurred over the past 4 months. And my point is that I've been addressing those issues themselves in a number of different ways as they've been presented. This ethics issue is just one for which, as I said, as I've gone through and actually talked with the residents, the voters, that they've demonstrated to me that this is, in fact, something that they are extremely concerned about. And as such, I've determined that I want to move forward and address this issue. Yes.
Mayor, can you give us some specific examples of things you'd like to prevent with this ethics commission? Some perhaps past things that have happened that maybe this thing will address?
Well, certainly when we think about some of the lapses that have occurred when it comes to people meeting those standards of honesty and integrity, making sure that people on the front end are committed to serving in a capacity, be it an elected official or as an appointed official or as an employee, with the kind of, I guess, the major point would be that they feel that the public has great confidence, not just in their ability to do the job, but to do so in a manner which maintains the highest standards that can be expected of an individual.
Could this commission propose, let's say, to get rid of the pay-go fund?
One of the things that the focus should be really is on the ethics. I really don't believe that the pay-go count was an individual ethical issue as much as it was a lapse in an individual's ability to service and monitor those funds. And I would focus on really being able to ensure that the individual recognizes what it means to be an ethical service.
Mayor, why reiterate your position to replace Calvin Jamison in this context? Does this have something to do with the Ethics Commission wanting to replace Jamison?
Oh, absolutely not. I just want to make it absolutely, certainly clear to everyone. I know I've made the statement in a couple of forums, but everyone wasn't present. And so I wanted to take this time to make that clear, because in talking with some of my opponents, you know, that it hasn't been made as clear. And I want to be sure that everyone's clear as to where I stand.
Your other opponents have not been clear on where they stand on Jamison's return? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Is there expected to be a sanction component? Is there expected to be a sanction component to the Ethics Commission?
I would hope certainly that there would be some sanctions imposed, because without the sanctions, I believe the enforceability and I think the sincerity of what it is that we're seeking to accomplish with the Ethics Commission could not be most appreciated. Yes.
Our office has been inundated with developers looking for more projects in downtown Richmond, of which several of the buildings have been the sort of threatened buildings that the state owns. Is the city taking any steps to work to find alternative sites for some of the proposed construction with VCU and MCV?
Absolutely. As we are speaking, as a matter of fact, Department of Community Development is reviewing potential alternatives for both the West Hospital and the A.D. Williams Clinic, given the fact that those two buildings are currently slated for demolition. And after having had the opportunity to firsthand tour those facilities, although I agree with the university that they may not be appropriate for medical use, I am not convinced that there is not an adaptive reuse opportunity that can be used for those facilities.
Mayor, are you able to take position today on Councilman Robinson's proposal for a police accountability board? Yesterday you were still reviewing details. Are you ready to take position on that?
Unfortunately, I'm not. Actually, yesterday I was really just becoming aware of the fact that the paper had been introduced, and I have not had the opportunity to review that, but I am looking forward to considering that, because I do believe that one of the ways that we're going to be able to be successful when it comes to reducing violent crime in our city is to have the support and the cooperation from the community. I believe that that is extremely and critically important facet, and as such, we need to ensure that we have in place matters which will allow the community to feel that it is in their best interest to cooperate with the police, and that the two are actually working on the same side.